Hello students, good morning and a very warm welcome to your English literature class. How are you all? I hope all of you are fine and in the pink of your health. Take proper care of yourselves children, take care of your families because this time the COVID is also rising and it is the time of the viral fever also, right? And use masks, carry your sanitizers if you go out. Try not to go out because I don't think at your age it is very necessary to go out, right? Your parents must be bringing you the essentials. So take care of them, take care of yourselves and your family members. Remember us and the school staff, remember everyone who is suffering from COVID in your prayers. So today children, we will start the first chapter, unit 1 of your English literature book, The Boy Who Broke the Bank. It is written by Ruskin Bond. So in the last class, we did the first chapter of your English grammar, that was parts of speech. Today we will start The Boy Who Broke the Bank. Okay, it is the first chapter of your English literature book, page number 1. Okay, so I'll be telling you the story. This story is this chapter, the story that it is a very nice story. In fact, a humorous one. Humorous means it will make you, it has certain laughing elements in it. Okay, and by the time the story ends, it is quite hilarious. Okay, so in the story what happens that there are quite many characters. Okay, but you do not have to remember all the characters. What happens, there's Nathu. Okay, he is a sweeper boy. Who is a sweeper boy? A boy who sweeps. Okay, जो झाड़ू पोछा करते हैं. Okay, so Nathu is a sweeper boy, and where does he sweep? He sweeps on the stairs of a bank which is owned by Seth Govind Ram. Okay, Nathu is a sweeper boy, and he sweeps the steps, the staircases of a local bank which is owned by Seth Govind Ram. Now Seth Govind Ram is a very ignorant person. He is so much ignorant. He's so his business dealings are so haphazard. Haphazard means not organized, that it has almost brought him to the verge of ruin many a times. कई बार ऐसा हुआ है कि सेठ गोविंद राम की बिजनेस उनकी वजह से, उनकी केयरलेसनेस की वजह से कह सकते हैं, उनकी केयरलेसनेस की वजह से सेठ गोविंद राम का बिजनेस इट वॉज ऑन द वर्ज ऑफ रूइन, बर्बाद होते होते रह गया है. ठीक है, सो सेठ गोविंद राम वॉज नॉट अ वेरी a very good businessman. Okay, so Nathu was the sweeper boy at his bank. So Nathu was working one day Nathu was working very in a bad mood. Okay, he was just raising the dust, and डस्ट का जो पैन होता है जिसमें डस्ट उठाते हैं, उस पैन को डस्ट उठा के उस पैन को डस्टबिन में बार बार तेज़ी से पटक रहा था. ही वॉज नॉट वर्किंग इन अ वेरी गुड मूड. ओके, सो व्हाट हैपन्स, Sitaram sees him. Who is Sitaram now? Sitaram is the son of the washerman. Okay, Sitaram is the son of the washerman. He passes by and he sees Nathu, and he asks Nathu that what has happened to him. Sitaram was on his round for delivering the clothes of the customers. Okay, so Sitaram passes by and he asks Nathu that what had happened to him. So Nathu tells him that he hasn't been paid by Seth Govind Ram for 2 months. Okay, 2 महीनों से उसे नाथू को उसकी सैलरी नहीं मिली है. Right, so what happens that Sitaram just assures him that okay, so once you get the salary you can leave the job here. So Nathu says yes, once I get the salary I'll definitely leave the job here. Okay, so now Sitaram goes on his delivery and he goes to the house of Mrs. Prakash. Okay, so he goes to the house of Mrs. Prakash. Mrs. Prakash is one of Sitaram's customer. सीताराम की एक कस्टमर है जिनके घर सीताराम कपड़े देने जाता है एंड क्लोथ्स रिटर्न करने जाता है. सो मिसेस प्रकाश वॉज कंप्लेनिंग दैट शी वॉन्टेड अ स्वीपर बॉय but for the courtyard, but she cannot find one. It is not easy to find a sweeper boy. तो क्या होता है कि Sitaram says that I know one sweeper boy and you can make him join from the next month. Okay, So Sitaram tells Mrs. Prakash that there's a boy whom he knows and he is a sweeper boy and he can work for you. So Mrs. Prakash Sitaram से पूछती हैं कि अच्छा ठीक है, I will hire him from the next month, but वो कहाँ मिला तुमको ये sweeper boy? From where did you get one? So Sitaram tells Mrs. Prakash that हमारा जो लोकल बैंक है सेठ गोविंदराम का बैंक, वहाँ पे वो काम करता है एंड ही हैजंट बीन पेड फॉर 2 months. ठीक है, वो बताता है कि सेठ गोविंदराम इजंट पेइंग द स्वीपर बॉय, ही हैज़ नॉट बिन पेड फॉर 2 months. ओके, तो मिसेस प्रकाश पूछती हैं कि अच्छा ठीक है, क्यों 2 महीने से उसको सैलरी नहीं मिली? तो सीताराम ऐसे ही जस्ट guesses and he just answers that maybe the bank is running out of money, maybe Seth Govindram does not have any more money to pay his employees. Okay, so what happens now? This is the rumor that Seth Govindram's bank is running out of money and this rumor will spread across the city like a wildfire. Okay, ये जो rumor उठेगा कि सेठ गोविंदराम के बैंक में पैसे नहीं है, ये वाला र्यूमर पूरे शहर में फैलेगा एंड बहुत तेजी से आग की तरह फैल जाएगा. ओके, सो एट लास्ट यू विल सी व्हाट हैपेंस. ओके, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सो व्हाट हैपेंस दैट सीताराम टेल्स मिसेस प्रकाश दैट हो सकता है बैंक इज रनिंग आउट ऑफ मनी. सो मिसेस प्रकाश टेल्स दैट ओके देन आई विल हायर हिम. ओके, आई विल हायर नाथू का रेफरेंस देके सीताराम कहता है एंड सीताराम इज हैप्पी दैट उसने नाथू का भी भला किया एंड उसने मिसेस प्रकाश को भी एक स्वीपर बॉय दिला दिया. ओके, आफ्टर दैट व्हाट हैपेंस दैट मिसेस प्रकाश इज गोइंग टू द मार्केट. So Mrs. Prakash is going to the market in the afternoon on her regular visit to the cloth shops and there's a large shady tamarind tree. Tamarind matlab imli. There's a large shady tamarind tree where she would meet her friend Mrs. Bhushan. Okay, and they discuss this topic there that Seth Govindram's bank is running out of money and Mrs. Prakash tells Mrs. Bhushan that Seth Govindram has not paid his employees for 2 months. Now Mrs. Bhushan goes back to her husband who is sitting near a barber's shop, who is sitting at a shop, electrical goods shop, which is just beside the barber's shop. So Mrs. Bhushan goes to her husband and she tells him that Seth Govindram's bank is running out of money. He has not paid his customers, he has not paid his employees for the last, not customers, he has not paid his employees for the last 3 months. Now Mrs. Prakash told Mrs. Bhushan that the employees have not been paid for 2 months. Mrs. Bhushan tells that सेठ गोविंदराम ने अपने एम्प्लॉयज़ को 3 महीनों से पैसे नहीं दिए, तो ये 2 महीने 3 महीने हो गए. ठीक है, एंड इट इज़ ऑल जस्ट अ रूमर दैट इज स्प्रेडिंग. ओके, after that what happens that Mrs. Bhushan tells her husband and the husband was sitting at the electrical good shop I told you na. So electrical good shop का owner जो था, his name was Mr. Jugal Kishore. So Mr. Jugal Kishore is surprised to hear this. Then the person at the barber's shop, he is also surprised. Everybody is surprised that the local bank is running out of money. Now this incident of Seth Govindram running out of money and his bank is running out of money, this thing spread very fast in the entire town. छोटा सा town था, उसमें पूरी बात बहुत तेज़ी से फैल गई that the employees are not being paid and whatever, that the bank is running out of money, all that. Okay, so what happens that even the small pan sellers and all, they also came to know that Seth Govindram's bank is running out of money, although it is nothing such. Okay, it is only Nathu who has not been paid for 2 months, but this news has spread like a wildfire. बहुत तेजी से ये news फैल गई है. ठीक है, now one person in the middle who is known to who knows a clerk, बैंक का एक clerk, एक मतलब एक बैंक का जो एक clerk है, one of the persons in the town, he knows that clerk and he calls him and asks that you have not been paid for 2 months. So the clerk says that no, we have been paid and it is nothing such that we have not been paid, we are being paid. Okay, So what happens that the news is spread in the town, and इस यहाँ पे कभी भी इससे पहले कोई फ्लड्स या अर्थक्वेक्स या ड्रॉट ऐसा कुछ नहीं आया था इस टाउन में. सो द लोकल बैंक losing all its money and being bankrupt is a very big news for all the town people. And what happens that everyone is talking and just speculating things. Speculating means just guessing the condition ki इस वजह से हुआ है या इस वजह से हुआ है. They are all just rushing into ideas without the knowledge of facts. Okay, so everybody knows that the bank is getting bankrupt, and everybody thinks that Seth Govindram, he has fled. He has. अब अलग अलग लोग अलग अलग स्पेक्यूलेशंस, अलग अलग थ्योरीज, अलग अलग आइडियाज दे रहे हैं. Some people say that Seth Govindram has fled the town because the bank is getting bankrupt, so Seth Govindram has left the town. Some people think that Seth Govindram is in the town only, hiding somewhere in the town only, because so that he does not have to pay his customers, his people who have kept their money in his bank. Okay, now some people say that he has gone, he has left the country only. Some people say that he has left the place. Some people say that he is in the town only, hiding somewhere. Some people say that he has left the country only out of fear of paying his customers. Okay, so ऐसी अलग अलग speculations बन रही हैं, अलग अलग ideas, अलग अलग theories लोग बना रहे हैं about Seth Govindram. Okay, so what happens, everybody all of a sudden rushes to the bank to get out their money, to take out their money. Okay, कि पैसे निकाल लेते हैं, कब बैंक बंद हो जाए पता नहीं. Everybody rushes to the bank and everybody is very tensed about their money कि पैसा रखा तो है उसमें, अगर अचानक से बैंक बंद हो जाए तो हमें हमारा पैसा नहीं मिलेगा. So everybody just rushes to the bank to get back their money. Okay, and what happens that the bank is overloaded with people. Now बैंक के बंद होने का टाइम आता है. It is the time for the bank to close. Okay, जैसे ही क्लोजिंग आवर्स होते हैं वैसे ही जो बैंक का मैनेजर होता है वो कहता है कि यू ऑल विल गेट योर मनी टुमारो. बट नोबडी इज़ रेडी टू बिलीव. एवरीबडी थिंक्स दैट अगर कल तक बैंक बंद हो जाए तो क्या होगा, हमारे पैसे फंस जाएंगे. एवरीबडी इज़ वरीड, एवरीबडी इज़ इन स्पेक्यूलेशंस. ओके, हर कोई अलग अलग अपनी थ्योरी बना रहा है कि इस वजह अगर बैंक बंद हो जाए रात में ही, अगर हमारे पैसे फंस जाए. लाइक everything negative is going on in the city. Okay, so what happens that the bank manager tries to explain them continuously. The bank manager tries to explain them continuously that children, pardon my voice, I am having viral fever and having a bad throat, having a sore throat right now. Please pardon my voice in this video at least. I'm sorry. Okay, so what happens that everybody rushes to the bank and the bank manager tries to explain them that no, next morning you will get your money if you want to withdraw, but nobody is ready to listen. And there are some people, कुछ ऐसे mischief makers नहीं होते जिनका कहीं कोई काम तो नहीं होता है लेकिन वो लोग पहुंच जाते हैं वहाँ पे उधम मचाने. ठीक है, so there are some mischief makers. बाकी लोगों की तरह ये लोग भी वहाँ पहुँच जाते हैं, ना इनका बैंक में पैसा होता है ना कुछ, कोई काम नहीं होता है, बट दे आर देयर जस्ट टू मेक मिसचिफ. ओके, तो वो लोग ऐसे स्टोन्स उठा के बैंक के डोर पे मारते हैं, विंडोज पे मारते हैं, एंड द ग्लास विंडो ब्रेक्स, टूट जाती है ग्लास विंडो और बैंक के सीढ़ियों पे गिर जाती है, टूट के कांच गिर जाता है सारा. ठीक है, सो व्हाट हैपन्स बाय दैट टाइम द पुलिस अराइव्स एंड पुलिस की मदद से बैंक के एम्प्लॉइज जितना भी वहाँ पे रश हुआ रहता है, जितने भी लोग आए हुए थे, सबको हटाते हैं, सबको समझाते हैं कि कल सुबह आप लोग आके अपना पैसा निकाल लीजिएगा. ओके, सो एवरीबडी गोज नाउ एंड लास्ट में अगले दिन सुबह when the bank is not yet open, Nathu comes. Nathu, who was Nathu? Nathu was the sweeper boy, remember? So Nathu comes and what happens that he is sweeping the stairs once again, and he just sees that there is the window pane is broken there. There's कांच पड़ी हुई है वहाँ पे. So what happens that he is cleaning and he is angry again that एक तो मुझे पैसे नहीं मिल रहे हैं, ऊपर से मुझसे ज़्यादा काम कराया जा रहा है, यहाँ पे कांच गिरा हुआ है, इसको भी साफ करना है अब मुझे. आई एम बीइंग more labor is being taken from me and I am not being paid. Okay, Nathu thinks it like this. जैसे ही नाथू आता है बैंक के स्टेप्स क्लीन करने, ही सीज दैट चारों तरफ शीशा बिखरा पड़ा है एंड स्टोन्स आर देयर ऑन द स्टेयर्स. सो नाथू इज एंग्री कि एक तो ये लोग मुझे पैसे नहीं दे रहे, ऊपर से मुझसे ज्यादा काम करा रहे, स्टेयर्स ज्यादा गंदे कर रखे हैं इन लोगों ने. ठीक है. सो व्हाट हैपेंस, ही जस्ट क्राइज दैट गुंडाज, हुलिगन्स, ये लोग ऐसा काम क्यों कर रहे हैं, इस तरह से काम क्यों कर रहे हैं. एंड ही इज वेरी एंग्री. क्या करता है, गुस्से में वो झाड़ू पटक, ही इज अ स्वीपर बॉय, राइट. सो ही हैज अ ब्रूम इन हिज हैंड. ही जस्ट smacks the broom against the stairs. झाड़ू पटकता है stairs पे, and he is very angry. By the time Sitaram passes again, and he is on a cycle today, so he says to Nathu that do you not know the bank is bankrupt, बंद होने वाला है बैंक. तो Nathu says कि is it like that, मतलब Nathu has no idea what has happened. मतलब नाथू ने ये कहा कि उसको 2 महीने से सैलरी नहीं मिली है. सीताराम ने वो बात मिसेस प्रकाश को कही, मिसेस प्रकाश ने वो बात मिसेस भूषण को कही, एंड दैट वे द एंटायर टाउन नोज हैज समहाउ come to the theory that the bank is going bankrupt and it is going to close very soon. But Nathu has no idea about all these things. He is just clueless about all these. And Nathu say the Sitaram, he says to Nathu that तुम बहुत लकी मानना खुद को अगर तुम्हें यहाँ पे रखे पैसे अपने वापस मिल जाते हैं. तो नाथू को तो कुछ पता ही नहीं रहता है, वो बस सोचता है कि अच्छा ऐसा है क्या, मतलब ये सब. इन द लास्ट सेंटेंस, टर्न टू पेज नंबर 6 चिल्ड्रन. See the last paragraph. Who would have thought the bank would collapse, he said to himself and looked thoughtfully across the street. I wonder how it could have happened. Okay, so Nathu, देखिए ये सारी इतनी सारी जो चीज़ें थी, इतना सारा बड़ा सा र्यूमर जो था, ये पूरा शहर में फैल गया, सब कुछ हो गया. बट नाथू डज नॉट नो एनीथिंग अबाउट इट. ही इज़ क्लूलेस एंड ही सेज कि किसने सोचा होगा कि बैंक एक दिन कोलैप्स हो जाएगा. कोलैप्स मतलब बंद हो जाएगा बैंक. The bank would come to an end, it would close someday. And वो झाड़ू देते देते ये सोचते हुए स्ट्रीट के दूसरी तरफ देखता है. he is thoughtful about it and he says I wonder how it could have happened. So नाथू की वजह से we cannot exactly say that it is because of Nathu, but somehow or the other the thing starts with Nathu telling his problems to Sitaram, and it has turned into such a big thing, and Nathu does not have any idea about it. He says I wonder how it could have happened. ये सब हुआ कैसे, मतलब he is thinking that ये सब हुआ कैसे होगा. So children, I hope you all have understood the story. After listening to the explanation, children, read the story once on yourself, read the chapter, read it line by line. The meanings are given. It is not a very difficult chapter. The meanings are there, almost all the difficult words meanings are there, and it is in an easy language. Okay, I will give you the question and answers and the exercises. Okay, so you all can do it, and take care of your health, children. I hope you all have understood. And children, one more thing, you have to make 2 copies as I have told you earlier, for one for language, another one for literature. Both will be ruled copies. Okay, you will get the copies from Vidyarthi. You can get all your books and stuff. Okay, so make 2 copies, one for English language, one for English literature. Do not do your work, literature work in language copy and language work in literature copy. Make 2 copies. You all must be knowing class 8th now, right? You all have come from class 6th and class 7th to class 8th. Another thing, make sure you make the index. Okay, in the last video I forgot to tell you, make sure you make the index in both the copies. Okay, write the serial number, write the chapter name and the teacher's sign. Okay, so take care of your health, children. Have a good day.